gained so much knowledge. So because of time, we won't be able to do all of the basic 5. So I believe based on all of the leaders and everyone, I think we're going to focus on basic 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
Because from yesterday and this morning, we talked a lot about attitude, right? And what's the most important attitude to have? Appreciation and gratitude. Okay, so we talked about attitude and ownership and leadership. That was a common theme for the entire past 5, 6, 7 days. So what we want to focus on is to really drill down our why. Okay, Lauren talked about, that was her segment, right? So you got to focus on your why. Start with the why and continue with the why. So the second basic 5 is goal and goal setting, right? Goal and goal statement. And third one is retailing, and the fourth one is prospecting, recruiting, and sponsoring. Because after we said all of these great things, if we don't take action, we still come back. When people feel frustrated is when they don't take action.
Yep.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
When we think about a business, so in your mind you think we've done a lot, but we really haven't done anything. Is that true?
Yes.
So if we're thinking about a business, that's when we feel frustrated. When we're taking action, we don't have time to get frustrated. Because we're working with people, yes, no, no problem, but just no. I'd rather find out, right? We don't want to waste our time and keep the business in our head. So that's why we wanted to focus. This will be an action plan, basically, for everyone. How many people bought minimum 3, 7, or 10 tickets to World Conference? So we all need to set our action plan so that we all can accomplish, right, our goal, overachieve. I like the word overachieve, right? So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the speaker to present our basic 2 goal and goal setting. And this gentleman, I think we've already learned a lot from Wayne for the past day. And also what I like about how Wayne also coaches his team is always centered around why. And continue to drill deeper and develop that sense of urgency, right? To not everybody come in, okay? Everyone's recording, so let's keep our quality of recording, okay? Not everyone joins the business already knowing what they want. But each training, each convention, we get to elevate our vision and we dare to dream. So I really wanted to have Wayne to help us go through. It's going to be a workshop, okay? So if you see something, write it down and then develop an action plan. So from the goal back into our 10 daily to-do. So without further ado, I want to welcome our professional coordinator, Wayne Chang.
Thank you so much, Olivia, and also everyone giving me this opportunity. And today my job is to share with everyone the goal and goal statement. Right? So basic 2 is so important. Why goal is so critical in this business? Because we always talk about Market America is what? Super vehicle. It can take us wherever that we want. Right? It doesn't matter what kind of dream that we have, we can always achieve it with it. But the thing is, without a goal, it's just like driving without the GPS. It's like taking Uber. How many of us we can just hop on the Uber and we just tell the driver, just go? We could go. It could take us an hour, 5 hours, a day, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, but we still don't get to our destination. That's why the goal, how come some people success faster? Because they have a clear goal in this business, all right? So, first of all, people don't plan to fail, but they simply fail to plan. They don't know what they want, right? And also, the people without the goals, they have no destination. They really don't know where they are heading in the future. Okay, and then why people cannot achieve their goal? Because a lot of people might say, you know what, Olivia, I know what I want, right? I want to become successful. I really want to make this 2 to 3 year happen. But the thing is, we always got what we think the most. Unfortunately, people will say, Ali, I think about success all the time. But is it? Are we afraid to become successful, or are we afraid of the failure? And trust me, a lot of people are afraid of the success because we are afraid the responsibilities come with it. So asking ourselves, is that what we really want? Because everyone wants to become successful, but the thing is, how many of us we must become successful? In the recognition, you see a lot of people, they all make it happen. And a lot of them, they might be first-generation immigrants, that they might not speak English well. And some of us, we speak perfect English. Some of us, we have even more connections than them. But how come we build slower than them? And the only difference is what? The desire. They simply have higher desire. Once when you have higher desire, we don't care about what other people say. We don't care what other people think, because we only focus on what we need to do in the next 2 to 3 year plan. And then we settle for what we have right now. And this is huge, because when we go to a convention, what we always talk about, we want to elevate our why. Because, before, like I mentioned before, Christina and I, we used to own a hair salon. We were making good money. We can just simply settle down for there. But the thing is, if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we cannot provide the same lifestyle as like a full-time dad, as a full-time mom, because that's what we really want in our life. We can still making good money, but we might sacrifice the quality time with our children. Because why? Because we marry not to each other, but we marry to our business. Wherever they need us, we have to be there. Whenever the business needs us, we cannot be back to the China or Taiwan. And then, number 3, no burning desire. No burning desire. So, I want everyone to picture, right? If today, a lot of people say, I'll do whatever it takes to become successful. But if today we got offered $1 million, okay? But we're gonna cross the 2 buildings and only a rope. From here to there, it's at more than 50th floor buildings, okay? And then, Jeff, I give you 1 minute. Walking from here to the back with 1 rope and with the stick. How many of people will do it for $1 million? You have no safeties, by the way. How about 10 million? How about 4,200 residual income for the rest of your life and 3 generations? No, right? But if today I kidnap the person that you love the most in the whole world, doesn't matter, it's your children, your parents, someone who helped you the most, your mentor, who you care the most, right? And I tell you, Eddie, if you don't come here, or you don't come from there to here in 30 seconds, I'm gonna put your kid fall off from the 50th floor. Then how many of us will do it right away? Yeah. How many will do it right away? That's the biggest difference. That's the biggest difference. So, we are not here just for the residual income, but residual income come with our burning desire. What do we really want in our life? So that's why when we go to conventions, we have to elevate our why to understand more what other people doing this business, what residual income gives them, what kind of lifestyle. So we understand, wow, that's amazing. I will do whatever it takes to really make it happen. So how big your desire is determine how fast that we can take actions. So I love one of the segment that Lauren talked about. You are not that busy. You are not that busy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right? This business is not designed for full-time, but it's designed by the part-time basis. But how come some people build it so slow? Because after 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they counting again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They counting again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They counting for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 years. But they forgot about the go part. Right? So we have to keep reminding ourselves that whatever it happens, doesn't matter how tired we are, we still need to do the things that we're supposed to do. So I love Miss Liu's story. After 10 p.m. every single day, asking ourselves, if today, after 10 p.m., after your work, if we ask you to do 3 hours, devote 3 hours, 4 hours to building the business, after 3 years, guarantee you will make $4,200 per week. How many people will do the things that we're supposed to do? We cannot miss anything from the 10 days to do this. We will definitely do it, right? But so people love guarantee, but the guarantee really starts from our burning desire, because nobody can guarantee our success, but we can only guarantee our committed to our action plan. So even disciplined person need a disciplined environment. So that's why we need to come back to the environment to keep motivate, irritate ourselves and associate with the positive that we feel like we did something, but compared to a lot of people that did a lot more, we feel like we really did nothing, right? And so we have to decide what we want to live, to love, to learn, and also to live. And this is something that we can duplicate everything in this business, but this is something that we can never duplicate. because nobody can tell you what you want. What I want might not be what you want, and what you want might not fit your partners. So we have to asking ourselves to thinking about what do we really want in our life. And really like Benson always talk about, a lot of times we keep thinking about for other people's stories, keep thinking about other people's life. But we never spend a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes every single day to really figure out what we want in our life. We spend a lot of time. How many people have been travel before? Right? How long have we planned for it? A long time. Right? But asking ourselves, how long does it take for us to really plan for our life? How much time did we spend to plan for our life? Right? So I'm gonna show everyone some of my dream board, right? What I want for my life. First of all, that is the house. But it's not for us, it's not just a house, but it's really for the American dream. Because I saw my parents, they really sacrifice a lot, right? Like I mentioned about, they have to sacrifice the health to just put food on the table. My dad took the bypass surgery, right? They work extra harder. And then when I was in college, they got into the hospital. Only 5 days in the hospital, it cost us more than $50,000. So that's the time that I realized, wow, you know what? They spend so much time to work. If they can work extra couple hours, they will do it. But only 5 days in the hospitals, it costs us all the savings. Right? So for me, having a dream house is really a proof for them that, hey, really thank you for your sacrifice, because I did not let you down. So I love the Spanish style house. And I also want the lake house, right? People can have fun. Christina's dad loves the fishing and also the lake house. And they only have one daughter. Right? If they let you to marry your daughter, that means they trust you. So you have to prove that you are the right person. Also, a car, and it's just a normal car, right? And I'm not a material person, okay? But I feel like having a European. European. Okay, everyone got it? Okay. Car, that means more safety. Right? Because you're gonna put your life, the person that means a lot to your life, your family, your children, your parents, into this car, right? And you're gonna drive them all around. You never know what's gonna happen. So you would rather have a more safety car. And we wanna go to Greece, right, for our honeymoon, right? Because when we're building a business, we never really get the time to really travel, have our honeymoon, because our team is more important. Yes. Because I know our team, they also did a sacrifice. They also believe in this team. So right now we have hired a bigger mission to do so. How about Bora Bora? Yeah. And that's our team goal by 2020. Directors are gonna go there, yes, right, Bora Bora, to celebrate our directors' night. Yes. And also 2020, June 7th, we're gonna go to Yolanda's house. Yes. I also remember the date. Right, so Bora Bora is very beautiful. Team goal as well. Team goal. Without her permission. Right, but it's so beautiful over there, hey, that's what comes with the residual income. It's really the freedom, right? I talked about that yesterday. It's really about freedom. It's really about do whatever that we want, eat whatever that we want, and go wherever that we want, right? Never make the decision based on the price, right? It's so beautiful over there. And also do this business really for the team. Yay. And because the team really means everything for us, right? When we had nothing, when we really haven't had any accomplishments, but they took a leap of faith that joined the business and stick around until right now. And I love what Olivia always talks about. If we don't have that sense of urgency, then put your team into the heart, because they are our sense of urgency. Yeah. We can wait 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but how long can they wait? How long can they wait? This is Jerry Cesano award, right? If you never see that. So after I joined the business a couple of years, we made our team goal that we're gonna win the Jerry Cesano award, right? Together. It's not individually, but we wanna win it as a team. Because when we started, when we were young, we were really young back in the college, right? Nobody believed in us, and people say, wow. People say, wow, you guys, you guys should have fun. You guys your parents spend so much money. It's not here for you to make those things. Join one of those things. But we have a dream. We really know this business about, right? So after a couple of years, we determined that, you know what? One day we're gonna win the Jerry Cesano award. Okay? And then we went to the North Carolina. I was so excited to take a picture with that eagle, right? How many people see that eagle, right? Unfortunately, it was gone. I don't know why, so I have to pretend that I'm the eagle. Right, and also the senior partners, right? Without them, with their coaching, with their patience with me, without their love, right? I really don't know where we'll be at today, right? Because we all have our own personality, especially at the beginning, and we did not know. We showed it to them. We take it for granted, but without their caring, without their patience, right? We cannot have a team have the same goal and the same synergy as right now. So have we write down our goal? Have we write down our goal? And I'm gonna talk about why writing down the goal is so important. Because back to the 1979, the Harvard, they did a research. Okay, we know that Harvard is already one of the best schools in the whole world. Okay, but only 3% they wrote down their goal. They know what they want. 13% they have a goal, but they did not write it down. And 84% they don't have exact goals. Isn't that our 45-year plan, the number it fits, right? Same thing, even though it's top school, but still the same thing. But they did a research afterwards, after 30 years, 40 years. They want to find out where are they, what's their financial status at, right? How they accomplish their career. So the 13% of the people who have a goal but did not write it down, they're making twice higher income than the 84%. And can we agree that 84%, they are probably pretty successful already? Yeah. Because they graduate from Harvard. You're probably getting an engineering, IT job, making well over six-figure income. So if they are making six-figure, $100,000, okay? So the 13%, they are making what? $200,000 minimally. Does that make sense? Yeah. Could be higher, okay? $13,000. But how about the 3%? The people on the top 3% is making twice higher income than the 97%. That means yearly income is minimally more than $300,000 or more. Mm-hmm. So did we see the difference? Yeah. I think it's 10 times, right? But did we see the difference? Actually, it's making 10 times higher income than the 97%. So that's more than $1 million in a year. So that's the importance of what? Writing down the goal. Because our mind, it works like a machine. A law of creation cycle. We attract what we want the most. Yes. When you are pregnant, who do you see on the street? Pregnant people. When you buy a BMW M1, the M3, what did you see on the street? BMW M3. We attract what we want the most. Right? So this is my goal statement. It's a Christmas time in 2018. We just gave ourselves the best present for a two-family house in New York. For us, it's not only a house, but it means my American dream come true. It means all my parents' sacrifice has paid off. It also means all my hard work for this past 1.5 years is worth it. It was a turning point for me during the Miami Convention in 2017. I devoted myself 100% to the MA career and work out every single day with a clear goal in my mind with helping more people for improving their financial and health situation. I do 312 every single day and full-time thinking, how can I build this business faster and better? Also dedicated to help every person who wanted to succeed to get the personal growth and make the money faster. Now I have 2 supervising coordinators, 4 professionals, and numerous people making money in my team. I just got recognized as a new national supervising in Region 1 and share the topic, how to start a new person right, and also start with the right duplication on the stage. It doesn't mean a lot for me to speak, but it means more to me that as a team, we are doing the right thing and also lead the right way. And most importantly is to show every person that it doesn't matter what's your background or network, as long as we are willing to change and follow the system, it's only a matter of time to succeed in the business. I see it, I smell it, I feel it, I'm a director, right? So every single day, we're gonna have to keep challenging, we're gonna have to rejections, right? But don't blame them because they haven't seen what we saw. We have to have the faith in the business. It's like religion, right? And if you truly believe in Jesus, you don't care what other people say. Yeah. You believe what you do, what you have. Yes. And that's the best support from everyone and also from the mentally help too, right? So we have to write down the goal statement to really help us to get strong on the daily basis. Because this business is not about getting strong in 3 days, 5 days, and 10 days. But it's about how to be consistent along the year in the next 2 to 3 years. So what I mean by that is what? Do not build a business like this. right? A lot of down, up and down. But you wanna do like what? Like this. You're still gonna have up and down, but you wanna keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, right? Always being steady. So once when we know what's our goal, and we have to do the self-management first, because a lot of people say, I'm who I am, right? That's my personality. I cannot change. But probably because we have that kind of mindset, so we always got stuck at the same place. Because the reason I always asking myself, in the past few years when I do the business, did I really change as a person? Did I really change my mindset? Because after a few training, I start writing one sentence for one thing that I learned from every single training. So one time, Olivia was doing the 17 Wealth Principle mindset. So after that training, I keep reminding myself what? I am the problem solver. I don't focus on the, I'm the problem solver. I focus on the solution, but not the problem.
Yes.
So since that every single day, small problem, doesn't matter small problem or big problems, I ask myself, do I focus on the problem or focus on the solution? Right? When people cannot come out, when people cannot come to the next convention, do I feel frustrated or I change my mindset right away? It's fine. Let me solve that.
Yeah.
When I have money issue, do we just complain about it or do we determine to fix that? Right? Because be honest, if everyone here, we already know what to do.
Yeah.
We already know what to do. But the thing is, how do we make ourselves become consistent and also hold ourselves accountability? It takes the self-talk. You have to keep telling yourself, bringing that who am I. Who you are determines your habit. Your habit determines our action plan with our action we're gonna take. So we have to change first. Asking ourselves seriously, in the past 2 to 3 months, does our mindset become better? Right? Did we give up our personality? Did we change a little? Are we start doing the things that we don't like so we can enjoy the things that we like in the future? Right? Because if we don't change, we'll always get stuck on the same place. So P level is not just to showing off, but P level is the monitor system for every single one of us that are we doing the right thing for the past 3 to 6 months. If we are not jumping P level, that's fine. But reset. We want to come in here as a new franchise owner, really get that passion back from the beginning, and really do the things that we're supposed to do. So what do we need to manage? First of all, money. And also what? Time. No one has too much money and time to join the business. So never let that become the excuses for us not to continue building the business. When I started the business, I did not have any money at all. Right? I work in the restaurants for more than for straight 3 to 6 months. I never get a day off. I went to school at 8 o'clock, finish at 4, and then go to work at 4:30. Work until 10, 11, sometimes 12 during the weekends. And for the good days, right, I am able to make about $90 total a day, a night. And that's not a lot, because what I mean by a good day, that means when I go in, I need to keep working until 11 or 12, and then I have food to eat for only $90. So I really did not have extra money to invest the tickets. But I also asked myself, you know what, when I joined the business because I want to improve my current situation, right? So I knew that as a young person, I have to change myself. I have to improve myself because I'm way behind the years. I don't have any skills or business background. If I don't work harder, like extra work harder than other people, what make me deserve to making that 6-figure residual income? So that's why I do whatever it takes to not to miss the trainings. So for me, I ate 3 months of instant noodles, right? Sometimes it's like a bonus. I have egg, right, and also sausage, right? And you ask me any kind of the instant noodle, I know how to cook it the best way. Okay, and where to find the cheapest ramen noodle. Okay, Noodle King. And also, no residual. Next time. And also, I wear only 2 shirts at the beginning and only 1 suit. right? And because I was colorblind, that Steve talked about yesterday, without my permission to talk about it. I'm just kidding, right? I don't mind. But you know, I did wear a black suit, right? And not until Benson told me, hey, you really should change your suit. I said, what happened? Is it smelly? He said, no, because your black suit becomes gray, like reddish gray, because under the sun, everything. So I said, oh, okay. And then I only have 2 shirts. But I need to, I wash it though, okay? But you know, I really do whatever it takes because we need to budget, like Michael talked about, right? Start spending the money on the right thing. So I start hanging out with my friends. I start buying stuff. And we also go to donate our plasmas because we found out an easier way to make money just staying there, donate plasma, right? But the thing is, it still hurts, right? You still can see the scars. If you donate the first time in a week, you get $20. The second time within a week, you get $30. So for college students, we only make $6-7 an hour at that time. So of course you're aiming for the $30. So the first time we do left arm. The second time, we do right arm. Next week, left arm, right arm, right? That's how we make money at the beginning, right? But we never give the excuses not to come to training. Because I know that without coming to training, I can never lead my team telling them, you have to go to training. Because when they tell me they have financial issue, time issue, I don't have the right to tell them, you have to go. Because I already lost the position to tell them to do so. Okay? So time and money management. So the easiest way to manage our time is really buying that tickets. Really learn ourselves. A lot of people say, you know, how many training that I need to go? Go until you get results. Go until you have people who are making money under your organizations. Because we can make some money, but without the training, we can never make the residual income. So how many of us we are here for residual income? Absolutely, right? No residual income, no GMTSS, no residual income. Okay, because we can never replace the system. And how about what to sacrifice and also give up? We have to know, right? And really seriously for me, the time and money. Right now, when I look back, it's really not the things I sacrifice the most. I think that's just I should do. But recently, I have a deeper understanding. We really should give up, sacrifice our personality. Really give up our ego. Because we don't think about what's convenient for us, but what should we do for the team. And I also share, sometimes I share this with the team. I said, you know, it really depends on how much you want to build your business. Because it's your business, we're only here to support everyone. I cannot control how many 10 daily to-dos that we accomplish on a daily basis. But we're gonna hold each other accountability. But one thing I cannot endurance, I cannot accept is what? We're doing the things that we hurt the team. Because we can never afford to do so. Because our team is our residual income. Right? A lot of times something that we said, the attitude that we give up, right? If it hurts the team, that means what? It hurts not only your residual income, but it's team's residual income. Right? We cannot afford to damage other people's residual income because it's not our team. Right? You want whatever you want to do with ourselves, that's our choice. But when we come to the team, like an army, right? Soldiers, right? They lose their self. In army, there's no me, but as a we, right? What do we need to do in order to make this team to become better, right? So, and then focus on the 10 daily to-do list. We have to focus on the 10 daily to-do list. Give ourselves the goal, accomplish it 80% on a daily basis. 80%. And what do I mean by 80%? 80% you will include at least minimum one of the result-producing activities. So it really depends on everyone, right? If you want to start with the easiest ones, that's fine, right? Because we build our confidence. But if you are competitive, right? If you are always love to challenge yourself, finish the hardest one. Because once when you finish the hardest one, the rest will be so easy and you build out the momentum, okay? And I want to really point out, first of all, massive use products. Massive use products. Because without using the products, we are not really present what company we are. What I mean by that is, we are what Marketing is. If we, as a lady, right, we have to use our beautiful makeup, right? But if we never learn the skills or put on a great makeup, when you talk about the motives, nobody will believe in us. right? And we are in the health industry. If we still eat whatever that we want, go wherever that we want, and sleep late, whatever that we want, and your friend sees that, and you tell them what, Helen, you need to be healthy, you need to take this and that. In their mind, they will tell you what, Josh, I know what your lifestyle is. Don't tell me about health. I'm healthier than you. Right? So we are who we are, and we really need to get a confidence by using massive products. Because if we are not even there to use, Amy will talk about 10 caps, 20 caps a day. If we are not even there to try 20 caps a day, that means we totally don't have any belief in the products. And if we don't have the belief in the products, how can we share the products with other people to make retailing? So the rest is just nonsense without massive use products. And then another thing I want to focus on is what? Measure, monitor, adjust, and control. Because every day just goes by so fast, right? We might do something that's productive, but if we never measure our actions, we can never adjust, and we can never control our business. Mr. Lu always talk about we have full control in this business. But what does that mean by full control? We can control how many people that we talk to, but we cannot control how many people will buy our products and buy into our system. We can control how many products that we take, but we cannot control what your customers, how many they're willing to take. Right? So we have to measure, monitor, adjust, control our mind, thinking, our actions on a daily basis. Otherwise, 3 to 6 months just goes by again and again. And I hate people saying, oh, I'm gonna go to the next this convention to recharge. Right? And nothing wrong with that. But before we go there, we should recharge already. And for me, the definition of recharge is what? In the past 3 to 6 months, you're doing massive actions. You're doing 10, 3, 2 every single day. So that's why we're out of battery. But if we don't do a lot on a daily basis, and then you tell Olivia, oh, Olivia, I'm here to recharge. Recharge what? Right? So we have to measure, monitor, adjust, control. What's our mind? Because the mindset determines our actions. If we are not doing 3, 1, 2, asking ourselves deep down why we are not doing 3, 1, 2, why we are not coachable enough, why we want to question about 20 caps, why do we want to question about going to the next events? Because only when you convince yourself, you will do it, and then we can duplicate that to our team. Okay? So weekly to-do list, bring you guys to HBP, and everyone know if we do it a daily basis, we hit weekly goal, and then we did monthly goal, and then we do the quarterly goal, and eventually we finish our 2 to 3 year plan. All right? And last but not least, I'm gonna share the dream board. We have to do the dream board sharing at least minimum once in a quarter. Because this business is not about me, but it's about the team, knowing everyone's why. Because their why is also built on my why. So this is some pictures. We do the quarterly sharing. And this is Shoshana, right? Being in the business, very coachable, and wherever that you need her, she will always be there. And her why is what? At the beginning, spending more time with her parents. But doesn't matter English or Chinese trainings, she's always the one being there. So I asked her, you can simply choose not to come to the training and spend more time with them, right? But why did you decide to come? And she said that because right now I know what I sacrifice right now, the time. In the future, I can work more quality time with them without any financial situation. But right now, she do this business because she never want other people to tell her how much it's worth it. Right? And how about Helen? Oh, so dark. Right? And Helen, we all know that she just quit her 6-figure media advertising job. And I feel like that's not easy to give up. Right? And before that, she actually got another promotion, 1.5 times more than what she currently made. But she turned down the offer. She said, you know what? Doesn't matter how much they pay me, but I know the job will not give me the lifestyle that I want. Right. Because her parents work very, very hard. We can make money everywhere, but residual income, the easiest residual income we can only make right here. Right? How about May? Right? Our first year she joined the business with a retail profit and also the commission checks. She already made more than $15,000. $15,000. And with a retail profit only, she made more than $9,000. So imagine how much that she sold, right? And then since the day one, she always as a person, as a doer. She never questioned about, oh, Benson, why should I do that? Christian, what's the point to do so? But when you tell her, she just do. Even before you tell her, she already gone, right? But and she really has a lot of the passion and also a lot of belief in herself and also in the business and in the team. So before, when nobody as an English speaker person joining our Chinese trainings, we tell her, hey, there's a Chinese training, do you want to come? She said, of course I will be there, because wherever the team is, I will always be there. Right? And right now, building this business with her mom and also grandma, and really become the family business together, right? And me, right? But I already talked about my wife, and during the dream board, right? We use a lot of tissues, right? But we really share the tears, sweat, and also the laugh, and also we be on the same page. We really know we're not only here for the money, but we're really here for the long-term friendship and also family, and also enjoy that residual income. So once when we know their goal and why, so we are able to set a goal for them. Otherwise, they feel like what? Oh, it's Sharon what you want me to do, right? So in this business, the first objective is what? We need to make our UFO become active UFO, become proactive. Instead of you wanting to become successful, but you have to make them feel what? I want to become successful. Can you teach me how? That's totally different, right? So set a goal for new partners, set a personal goal, set a personal development goal. They have to they have to grow themselves so people can see the difference from them. So that's why we talked about that yesterday. The first 3 to 6 months is so critical from the product usage and also the personality, right? Once when they committed to using more products, their skin changes, right? Their energy level change. When they commit to the business, they don't talk about gossip anymore, but they talk about what? The business. They have no time for other people, but for themselves. So we present what this business is. A lot of people say, how come I cannot recruit people? Because look at our social media. What do we still post? If I further join the business, we still post the same thing, party, drinking, nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying that because people treat this business, how serious it is, depends on how serious we treat this business. When Helen quit her job, 6-figure income job, right? And all her co-workers, and also even including her boss, were asking after her, wow, what kind of business that make you willing to give up your job? They treat this business more serious now. It's not because Helen didn't treat it seriously, but we have to do something. We need to sacrifice something in order for other people to see the same thing, right? And also set a retail goal for them. And it really depends on different person's understanding. Some people like to set the money goal. I need to sell a week $250. Some people like to set a goal. Okay, this week I want to sell 200 BV. Or some people like to set a goal. Okay, my goal to this week is just to sell 3 to 5 products. So it depends on their personality. See which one clicks more into their mind. Also, how about recruiting goal, right? If we want to recruit one in a person, we do it 8 weeks, right? 1 appointment in a week, totally doable. If we want to recruit 2 people, that means what? 2 appointments in a week. And also help them to develop the personal goal and also team goal, always with what? Tickets goal. Tickets is not a burden. It's really not a burden, but it's help us to leverage more our time, our energy, to really make people to really understand this business for them. So if they want to hit making $1,500 extra residually every single month, right? They need to have minimally 7 people on the left, 7 people on the right going to the convention. You will make $1,500. So how many tickets that we need to get in your whole team? 14. Right? So if our goal is to make $1,500 residually, we should buy 14 total tickets from us, including our team members. If we want to make $3,000 per month residually, how many tickets? 28. 28. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna talk about that again, okay? If you want to make $1,500 per month, you need to have 7 people on the left, 7 people on the right going to the convention so they see what you see. So how many tickets that we need to get minimally? 14. If we want to make $3,000 a month residually, we need to have how many people? 28 people. So how many tickets that we need to get as a whole team? 28. If you want to make $6,000 residually in 4 weeks, how many tickets are we need to get? 56. Does that make sense? Right? This is how we're able to break down the ticket goal to match our income goal. Okay, so tickets is not a burden. It's really to help us to make everything more duplicatable and make everything easier. But doesn't matter how much that we talk. The thing is, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves that we can do it. At the beginning, when I joined the business, I joined with other 3 girls. When we talk about 2 million,
What?
At the same time.
oh, join the business at the same time. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, English problem. Okay. So I joined with the business with 3 other girls at the same time. Oh, personal growth. Okay. And when we got invited to, we're doing the ABC training, right? 2-minute commercial. I use about 15 seconds. Finish my whole life story. The other 3 girls, they can talk 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and everyone was crying. Right? I was like, wow, they surely can talk, right? But along the way, I telling myself, you know what? I just need to work harder than them, right? I come into more training than them because I have a higher desire, right? So from the small group training, I learn from my sponsor, and then eventually I become the bridge. I have my new partners, and then another few more months, I become the advisor, teaching other people what to do. I taught in the HBP. I got a chance to share in the UBP. I got a chance to share in the region 2 with 2,000 people, right? But this is all about personal growth.
Yes.
If at the beginning I made the decision, oh, this business is not for me, I can never talk like them. I'll always be the same. But I challenge myself. You know what? As long as somebody give me something, Benson talk about why me, right? But I always ask myself, why not me?
Right.
If everything, even little things, I'm willing to take the responsibility. I'm willing to become a team member. I'll do whatever it takes just to work harder, right? So I'm able to really have the chance, and really glad that I'm able to here to share with everyone the goal and goal setting, right? So we have to believe in ourselves. Really focus on the things that what we're supposed to, what we need to do in order to make the 6-figure income happen, instead of focusing on the things that we cannot control. So once when we control the things that we can control, everything is in our under control, right? That's all I'm gonna share. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Wayne, for that amazing segment. Did everybody take down some really important points?
Yes.
I think for goal and goal setting, attitude, setting the right mindset, but if we really don't take care of our goal and goal setting, the rest doesn't relate to us,
Yes.
right? And I think when I look at how much Wayne has grown in this business, it really just reminded me that self-management and the ability to always reflect and challenge yourself, that self-management reflects how disciplined we are. Do we agree?
Yep.
And Ms. Liu always says management performance compensation plan, the first one we need to manage is ourselves. And a lot of people may say, oh, remember yesterday we were talking about we all need to go through a process, a journey that helps us to build discipline. Yes or yes?
Yes.
If you're not as alert as I am, you're not drinking enough products. Okay, that's just all I can say. We've been drinking non-stop. I don't know, 15 caps of OPC3 alone already, and chucked down almost a bottle of aloe, and we drank like numerous amount of acai and awake, and I don't even know what else I made. Everybody makes different things, so we've just been drinking all day. That's why we're always alert, right? We're always alert. So, where was I? Discipline. See, you can't rely on anyone. You have to rely on yourself, right? So, but my point is, everyone has to go through a journey of developing discipline. Okay, and I talked about my experience with piano that helped me develop discipline. But maybe even Wayne doesn't even know this about himself because he doesn't really play sports. You do?
He considers he does.
Yes. But really, he probably doesn't think that he has discipline, or maybe his strength is discipline. Does that make sense? Like, because I don't think he thinks himself has strength, has discipline as one of his strengths. Because I'm not a professional athlete, or I didn't go through piano or instrument anything. But as he was sharing, I was just thinking, he does have a lot of discipline. Because the fact that he can manage his financials so well, to eat instant noodles 3 months straight is not easy. To be able to, like, we experienced this, because of him, I've also became so much better in terms of financial management. Before we go, everything we eat or plan or anything we do for the team, I think from Wayne's perspective. Like, if I plan something, is he gonna say yes? True story.
True story.
If we wanted to do like a team event, right? Something fun or something, that can help us build a business. Every time, people, they should know, they already know. I always think from Wayne's perspective. Because if he agrees to that financial budgeting, then I think everybody else will agree. So he's like the benchmark. But I was just thinking, that shows a lot about discipline. Okay, discipline doesn't have to be. Or if you can just manage your time well, that's a discipline. Does that make sense? So, don't underplay yourself and always find, what your strength is and really just maximize the strength before we can really, take time to build up our weaknesses. Does that make sense? Yes. So let's give Wayne another round of applause. Next, we're gonna go into retailing. So this is a perfect time to drink some products, okay? Because what's the number one? We should all know retail. Retail is something that we all know what to do to start with, but the funny thing is we don't really take action promptly, right? So retail starts with ourselves, right? Retail starts with ourselves. And I really wanted to have the next two ladies. We're really getting double, right? Double benefits. And so Helen, I'm going to have Helen to do the first segment of retail because she also came from, young, single, living in New York. When she started the business, started in Penn State, but really took off the business when she moved to New York. A lot of people may say, young people cannot retail well. Young people may not have, a lot of network to sell health and nutrition products. But I can share with you, she not only has qualified all of the previous, 10 or 12 quarters now of shopping annuity bonus pool, and she also overachieved all of them. Basically, average retail anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 BV every quarter. No wow?
Wow.
I mean, who's like, 4,000 to 6,000? 4,000 to 6,000 BV, I can do that easily. But really, going from being able to retail 4,000 to 6,000 BV per quarter to also being able to do it efficiently. Okay, so I remember when we first reached that benchmark of tripling our product dosage, that was our goal in 2016, right? How many people in Hawaii remember I went there to do local, and what did I say? Triple our dosage, right? That was our team goal 2016 because we wanted to triple our shopping annuity production. So when she first was able to do 6,000 BV per quarter, she basically accomplished it, but with a lot of time and effort and developing and follow-up. But then I gave her a goal. I said, why don't you try to really develop a system that works for you, with a little bit time in, but you can generate still the same amount of effort. So you're able to duplicate it. So she was really able to do that. Now she can sell any product. All of the men health products, whether it's Prime Time or NPC or everything, she doesn't even have to promote it. Just people come to her, share their darkest secrets with her, and really look. Wow, I almost choked myself. Look up to her as a shop consultant. So I always learn. She's always got great testimonials. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce Helen. And then later I'll introduce Christina, which is she's going to help us do better in terms of follow-up process, right? So help me welcome Helen.
Thank you so much, Olivia. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How are you feeling? Great. Let's definitely drink up a lot of products right now, okay?
Yeah.
So just like Olivia said, my name is Helen, and I used to struggle a lot with retailing because I'm one of those people. I used to really not like selling, but in our business, don't we agree? It's a lifestyle business. It's about sharing. But how do we share if we don't start from ourselves? So that's really when 2016 when we said triple the dosage. That was the first time that was the first breakthrough for my retailing, because I remember the first quarter of Shopping Annuity. I spent like so much time trying to collect all the orders, and I chase everybody down and be like, ask all my friends, say, can you please buy something from me? That was like the first time, first quarter when I really wanted to hit the Shopping Annuity. But then since then, starting from massive personal use, turned into massive family product use, and then it turns into massive use for our customers, potential partners, and new partners, and the whole team.
Right.
So you really duplicate from that point on. Okay, so why do we? I'm sure like we already seen this before. Why does retail help? It just really builds belief, because we're average people. We can only share things that we personally experience,
Right.
that we believe in. So builds belief. Definitely for me in the beginning, it was a great like financial management. Like I can have some cash flow. I can offset cost, and I also with that kind of learning, I can teach my partners. Anybody who says, "Oh, I don't have money to start," because back then, college students we don't have a lot of income source. I can teach them, "Hey, just here's a plan. Follow this plan. We can have cash flow and start this business." And we really have to start from somewhere. So I just want to share my first quarter of Shopping Annuity, barely making it, right? Like just on the benchmark of 3,000, and BV about 29.48. But really, this was my last quarter. And just every single quarter, it just becomes more and more efficient. And also, I also set a goal to always double and triple. Even though we hit the benchmark, but we're all about doing the maximum, right? We're here to do the maximum. We're not just doing the minimum.
Yep.
So every quarter, I set a goal to increase. From 2,000 BV a quarter to 3,000, next quarter 4,000, next quarter 5,000, next quarter 6,000. Now with our new products that just came out, our goal is to hit the 10,000 BV quarter goal.
Yes.
We call it our gold club, right? Gold retail club on our team. But really, everything has already been prepared. We have everything at our hands. In terms of training, we can always get knowledge. At every product training, we have our monthly product pourings. We already have all those tools in our hands. So how do we really break through retailing? Or if we want to set a goal of getting 5,000 BV a quarter, how do we get there? I think definitely comes from massive personal use. So for me, I'll just start with my regular day. Wake up, I take about 15 caps of products. So like 1 calcium, 1 vitamin D, 3 OPC3, 2 ORAC, 2 resveratrol, 3 vitamin B, and then I'll take that morning. And then I used to work in advertising, so on my way to work, I'll be taking the Astaxanthin on the train, and then I'll take another 2 Astaxanthin Extreme, and now I'll drink a protein shake with the Complete Green. So everybody on the train every day will see me do that. Literally, I get questions on whoever sits next to me. They always ask, "Wow, like what are you taking? What is this?" So it's so natural. Like you're just sharing. This is part of your DNA, So very natural that people are curious of what you're drinking and taking. And then when I head into work, of course, I have all of my products set up on my desk, and people know me as the pharmacist in my office. The natural one, the healthy pharmacist one. Because guess what? I don't know about you guys, but when I used to work in corporate, like people just always popping pills all the time. I don't know. like, oh, I have a headache. Let me take 2 Advil. Oh, I feel like I'm getting sick. I'm gonna take 2 Tylenol. Oh, I have cramps. I'm just like, what is this? This is so bad. So every time, so for me, whenever people see me, whenever they pass my office, I'm drinking some products. I'm drinking, another 3 cups of bromelain. If I have cramps, 3 bromelain, 4 fish oil, and 1 calcium, and 3 OPC3.
Yeah.
Drink it, chug it down, no more cramps. So everybody around me, they're just like, wow, okay, it works. And then next time I have a headache, I take 2 Oxygen Extreme.
Yeah.
I take, 4 magnesium, and then 4 astaxanthin, and it's gone.
Yep.
And people have like food poisoning or like stomach upset. They're just like, oh, Helen, I need you. What do you have? Because they just know that I'm just day in, day out, every single 15 minutes, I'm drinking some products or taking some of our products. And it has resolved every single problem. So they just come to me for that. But how many of us were at the meeting after meeting and we heard about Amy Wu's sharing about the OPC3, right? About drinking how many cups a day? 20 cups a day. 10 in the morning, 10 at night. How many of us said we're going to do it? Or how many of us are going to do the challenge? OPC3 challenge? We're going to hashtag this, okay? OPC3 challenge. So how many of us actually did it since then? So that I see like half of the hands went off, right? So I think that's the difference. That's the difference with retailing, with how we can break through with retailing. Because it just makes a huge difference. Even the past 2 days, we all were tired. We all had like crazy no sleep for the past 5 days, 4 or 5 days. Came back, we started the OPC3 challenge right away. And the first night I drank 10 cups, went to bed. Next morning, 10 cups, drank in the morning. That's this picture was the first in the morning. And then it was yesterday, so I came here, and then the whole day I just felt like I feel lighter. I feel like my mind is very clear. On the way back last night, we had our UBP. Lots of great positive, energy. Everybody was following up. Nobody wants to leave. So it was like 12 o'clock. We were driving back. I had to drop Wayne off and Christina off. I had to drive back home. So I was in the car. I told them, I'm like, I feel like I can do another appointment right about now. Like, if you have anybody want to do appointment, I can go. I can just about to do another appointment. I think I'll be great for that. Like even though we usually okay with energy level, but it just feel the difference already. And I'm like, wow, that's why. That's why Amy Wu's team, they are so strong with their retailing. Everybody, 5,000, 6,000 BV a quarter is like the standard, not the benchmark. Everybody do more. And that's why they have created 70 supervising coordinator already. And that's also why, they're just build really fast. Within 1 year, jump to national. Don't we want that kind of growth?
Yes.
Right? So we all start. The good news is it can all start from ourselves.
Yes.
We can start today. So just imagine 2 days of drinking 20 cups of OPC3. Also, right after Amy was sharing, I placed my order right away. I bought a case of OPC3. So I know Eileen also did that, right? So that's also the difference. If we're gonna do something, we just implement right away. So I can't wait to see what happens after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And I know that my retail is gonna go off the roof. So it's gonna be my team. So also massive use of everything else. Aloe juice, let me tell you, order 1 case of aloe juice, drink 1 bottle a day. You will feel something, no matter where you are. No matter if you're the most healthiest person, you're gonna feel even more difference. So smooth, never gonna catch a cold again. During that time when you drink 1 bottle of aloe a day. Also, I remember when Steve was really, really, really sick with the flu. He was sitting next to me. I thought he was gonna faint. That was how bad he was, and he couldn't even walk straight. So in that condition, he drank one bottle of aloe there. When he crawled home, right, because he couldn't walk, he drank another bottle of aloe and then he went to bed. The next morning he woke up, new, refreshed and all gone. No more flu. So that's the power of massive use products. And also, for a period of time, I did 6 caps of enzymes in the morning and 6 caps of enzymes at night. And I just felt I detox so well. I have no more bathroom problem. My skin all cleared up, and I just feel so much better. And after I did that, I sold like cases of just the enzymes. So that's it all just starts from ourselves. And I think massive personal use also led to what? Massive family use. So my grandparents, we actually read a regimen for my grandparents. So they take about 30 caps of products a day plus 20 different pills of things. Because, my grandpa actually had pancreatic cancer. But because of this, I have the posture to give them the regimen. Because I did massive use. So they also follow it. And then during convention, I actually got a WeChat message from my grandpa. And he said, I feel so much better. Because of his condition, the doctor was like, you're gonna lose weight because you can't absorb, because he got 3/4 of his pancreas cut off, removed. Also, he got his spleen removed. So he can't absorb much nutrients, and he will slowly lose weight. That's what the doctor said. So my grandpa actually told me, because of the regimen we've been implementing for the past 3 months, he actually gained 5 pounds. It's incredible. And he grew black hair from the back. So when I see that, I'm just like, wow, this is just amazing in terms of what we can do with our products in the right dosage. So I do a lot of create my own testimonials through this experience. And also I used to have the hands. I can't. My mom said you better marry rich because you can't do any chores, right? So ever since we are with our products, I no longer have that issue. So because of this, also lots of retail coming through. Another thing is inventory.
Yes.
I always have a full inventory, and whenever if I sell anything, I will order back in the products right away. Because I gotta make sure I always have the full inventory ready. Whenever someone needs anything, I have it. Because it's people, when they want something, they want it now. So that's why as business owners, we gotta be we take that responsibility and have our inventory. And whenever anybody comes to my house, my friends who haven't tried any products yet, I always make them a cup of products, whatever I think is gonna help them. They feel better right away, and they always walk out with the product. So my house turned into, just another health and nutrition center for all my friends. And we also carry our inventory everywhere we go. I actually have a whole set of products. I'm gonna give it to my customer later. But we have all the products with us everywhere. But really, for me, what helped me is set goals, weekly goals. So for everybody in our team, we have our weekly orders. And it's simple. The number 125 BV and $250 on shop.com, shopping. That number, if we do it every week, you will naturally hit shopping annuity. So for our team, it's a requirement. You must have a 125 BV order by Friday, every week. You can only go over, but you cannot go under. It could be IBV as well. So with this, we can hit the shopping annuity, and it becomes a habit. So it's weekly order. No matter, it creates a habit. Even if you don't have customers yet, but you just order it to build your inventory and also more personal use. And for me, I also have one new customer per week. That's my goal in terms of acquiring. 1 social media product post a day, and 1 reorder a week. So from my 10 to 15 returning customers. And for me, my goal is 600 IBB, 600 BV on the left and 600 BV on the right every week. And my goal was by August 9th, I will have 600 and 600 left and right every week. And I actually hit that. So it's the power of having very, very clear goals. Also, the rest is just really, we already know, like expose the products everywhere we go, host events so we can control our retail and control our volume. And then it's really creating a retailing system, just like Olivia said. Less time, more efficient, and always increasing. So like what we do is I have a monthly modus party at my house, which can guarantee retail and also guarantee potential customers and also potential business partners. A lot of like customer service.